What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Dead on Dave. Welcome back to the channel. I'm exhausted. I'm not in a very great mood. If you watch me over at Joe Cronin Show, you already know that I'm not in a good mood. And how much of a bad mood am I in? I didn't even play intro music. That's how bad of a mood I am in. And why? We'll get into that. We got a lot to talk about, so let's not waste any time, shall we? I am exhausted. That's one of the first reasons why I'm not in a great mood. I had to sit through a Cubs game that was unbelievably frustrating because the Nationals, them Nationals, are, of course, we've seen for the first time this year, and when they're playing their best, Ray McDonald, one of the Bears' biggest acquisitions in the offseason, has been arrested once again on domestic violence charges and subsequently cut. The Bears should have never have made that signing in the first place, but they did, and it turned into a mistake. The Blackhawks, friggin', after an amazing comeback in Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals against the Anaheim Mighty Fucks, they go ahead and drop it in overtime after an amazing comeback, drops it in overtime. So all of these things are just pounding me with anger and shit. But you add on to that the fact that I am feeling about as bad as I have since the stroke happened, almost 2 weeks ago now. I just feel worn out. And that's probably has to do because I stayed up all night for Raw, and I'm just kind of loopy as it is. So you have all those factors, and then you couple that with probably the worst Raw this year. And I don't say that lightly. The thing about this Raw was just absolutely nothing happened. It seemed like they were completely on cruise control. No matches stood out. The only match that was somewhat decent was Ziggler and Sheamus. There seemed to be a million commercials. Every promo went on at least 3 or 4 minutes too long. I didn't mind the Rusev Lana thing that much. I thought it was a little hokey. I also found it was interesting with a lot of the backlash that they're getting with how they've kind of ruined Lana's and Rusev's character, that they kind of made them typical standard friggin' I'm man, you are woman, I own you. For him to say I own you in this climate, I thought that was kind of ballsy. That was relatively edgy, especially with all the emphasis on how the WWE treats women as it is. But Lana having her moment to tell him off at the end, that was kind of cool. That'll make the activists happy. That'll make those what does Tommy like to call them? Social justice warriors shut the hell up. So you had all that going on. That wasn't too bad, but it's just I'm tired of Seth Rollins whining. I'm just sick and tired. I can't deal with his whining anymore. It's just incessant. And it seems like if there's going to be a drain on any segment and it's not going to be Seth Rollins, then of course That's gotta be Kane! That's gotta be Kane! It's gotta be Kane. It's just horrible. Everything he does is just, God, so the big red boring machine. Just, God, it's horrible. It's so boring. Blech. They try to save the whole thing with Ambrose, but you knew exactly where this was going. You have to sign this contract before the end of the night, so you knew all this stuff was going to happen. They did a setup where he gets arrested. He's going to get out. You had a feeling he was going to drive a truck because they're trying to emulate the Austin thing. But the problem is, it's not coming off as edgy. It's not coming off cool like when Austin did these things. Having Ambrose pop out of that paddy wagon that looked like a stolen bread truck in a 1940s cop uniform was just stupid as hell to me. That drove me absolutely bonkers. It's just there's just so much to pick apart. The Divas situation. I'm tired of the Bellas on commentary. Tired of them. They're just really bad. They're really bad. Yeah, thanks, Bree. Oh, thank you, Nikki. Yeah, the counseling, it was really enlightening. Oh, shut up. Please shut up your face. Please shut up your faces. I would like to have copious amounts of sex with both of you, but please, for God's sake, shut up. It's bad enough we had to sit through a horrible match between Paige and friggin' Tamina. Tamina does not belong in a wrestling ring. I just had a long conversation with Joe Cronin about the horrid state of the Divas division, and we're both arguing the same point of that the Divas division is bad, but we're finding different reasons as to why it's so terrible. And whether or not it's an easy fix. It's not an easy fix, but I don't know. It's just what a terrible situation. Give Divas a chance, my ass. Give women a chance. Go back to women wrestlers. Drop the Divas bullshit to where they have to have an image, and let's see if we can build an actual division. I think that'll help. My dog is going, or not my dog, I'm watching a dog, and she's absolutely going to Pound Town cleaning herself. She is cleaning that vagina out. Holy God, now she's cleaning her feet. She is going at it hard. Holy crap. You ever seen a dog just really just go at itself like hardcore? Man, you can't look away. It's crazy. You can almost hear the strength of this licking action going on as she's trying to eat her foot. It seems like. Stella, what are you doing? This dog is unbelievable. Okay. Sorry about that. I got sidetracked. I'm loopy here. I'm loopy. Loopy! Wee! What else happened? We had the Ziggler Sheamus match was pretty much the only thing watchable. We got more of the Neville and Bo Dallas situation. Now, look, I don't know if Neville tweaked his knee and that's why this is happening. Obviously, he's not severely hurt or he wouldn't be in there at all. And he could still hit the high-impact moves like the Red Arrow and hit it beautifully. So I don't think that's a problem. I do think he is tweaked, though, because it just seems so weird for him to have all the momentum that he had and then be just brought right back down to the Bo Dallas situation. So I'm figuring that he had to have tweaked his knee, and that is why he's in this hopefully very short program with Bo Dallas. Now they have a match at Elimination Chamber, which has turned into a full-on card now. Really quickly, let's look at the matches that are happening in Elimination Chamber. You got Neville and Bo Dallas. The Divas Division title is being defended in a triple threat. Nikki Bella, Paige, and Naomi. WWE Tag Team Championship Elimination Chamber match. New Day, Kid and Cesaro, Primetime Players, The Ascension, Los Matadores, and Lucha Dragons. Then you got the Intercontinental Championship Elimination Chamber match. Sheamus, Ryback, R-Truth, King Barrett, Rusev, and Dolph Ziggler. You have now it's very specific, non-title champion versus champion match. Kevin Owens versus John Cena. And then the WWE World Heavyweight title that did end up getting signed tonight. Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose. This turned into a full-on pay-per-view. Should be very good. Should be interesting. It looks stacked. It looks like a really stacked card. That's why I was a little bit perplexed at how they did not advance anything going into it, really, except the Owens and Cena thing. But I would have liked to have seen Owens do more than just attack Cena from behind after that ridiculous match with Zack Ryder where they infused the Entourage guys. So I couldn't name you one of them fucking dudes. Could not name one of those guys, the Entourage guys. Earlier in the night, they made it clearly obvious that they were going to try and talk Zack Ryder into going after the United States Championship Open thing with John Cena, and he did. And the crowd loved it. They love Zack Ryder because it's his home, and that's fine and dandy. But Zack Ryder gave his all. Zack Ryder impressed the shit out of me. I got to give him credit because he went for it. He took the most of his opportunity. And he went for it. He went for that the 450. He hit a 450 on the mat, but still, it was pretty cool. I didn't know Zack Ryder had that in his back pocket. When he went to the top rope, I thought maybe a moonsault. That'd be kind of cool, right? But no, he went for a 450 friggin' splash. And if Cena wouldn't have moved, he would have hit it. But of course, Cena, even after taking a Rough Rider, was able to get out of the way of the 450 and then hit an AA for the victory. Because he's John Cena, damn it. But Zack Ryder did a really good job in that match. Considering he has no other discernible quality or look or moveset anymore, and he's so boring. But hey, it's Zack Ryder. What are you going to do? God, what else happened? Anything else happened of note? We had the As the World Turns of the Dean Ambrose situation all night. You hit somebody. Oh, no, you didn't hit somebody. I pushed him into you. It was just stupid. All the promos just went on too freaking long. Kind of probably like this review. Let's see, what else happened? Yeah, all right, here's what we'll do. I'm just going to go through segment by segment and give you a quick little assessment real quick, and that's how we'll end this thing up. And then I'll talk about a few more things. Then I'll get you guys out of here, short and sweet. So the opening segment, the friggin' Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, The Authority, tired of the stupid Justin Bieber chants. Stop with the Justin Bieber chants. Oh my God, please take my soul before another Justin Bieber chant. Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose versus Kane and Seth Rollins. Not a terrible match in the least. Went longer than I thought, but I believe it had 4 commercial breaks. 4. Rollins gets pinned by Ambrose, which all but ensures that Rollins will beat Ambrose at Elimination Chamber, but it is what it is. Let's see here. R-Truth versus Rusev. For some reason, we've gone back to destroying R-Truth. That's fine with me. Don't know why he's in the Elimination Chamber match anyway. Rusev is back to being the Bulgarian brute. Yay. I don't care. After that, Rusev decides to call Lana to the ring, which she finally does. And then they have this long friggin' love story in the ring where he seems to be apologizing. He seems to be asking for her back. And she actually is stupid enough to accept, only for him to say, now accept all the responsibility. And I love the line that he said, all I want you to do is take responsibility for everything that happened. Just admit everything was your fault. I thought that was great. But it just seems like with this being the focus, it's not on the focus isn't where it should be, and that's as Rusev being an absolute monster. That needs to be the focus, not Lana. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? See, I yawned because I don't care that much. King Barrett versus Ryback. In one of the most perplexing things, yet again, King Barrett loses again. This time to Ryback. I don't get to an injured Ryback at that. But just bizarre. Why does King Barrett keep losing? He won the King of the Ring, and now they're like, well, we're going to piss on you now, dickhead. How dare you? You thought you were going to be something. You silly fuck. Enjoy your crown, King Barrett. Enjoy your crown and your little cape, because it's a death shroud. That's what they put on you. A death shroud and a crown of thorns. Enjoy it, because heavy is the scepter, my friend. Because that scepter is just a giant dong. One giant metal dong. That's all you have in your hands. Silly bastard. Stardust versus Neville. Neville ends up getting the victory with the red arrow after a lot of emphasis being put on his injured leg. For some reason, they kept going to the crowd, this whole Stardust and Arrow feud, I guess, on Twitter. I didn't give a shit, so that didn't matter to me. Bo Dallas coming in and believe and beating down Neville's knee some more, but who gives a crap about that? We get the setup for the Zack Ryder situation next. Knew it was coming. Bunch of the Divas, at least they got TV for about 30 seconds, but none of them did anything worth a note. Dolph Ziggler and Sheamus in the best match of the night, but it wasn't enough to really keep my interest, to be completely honest. I think it's somewhere around this time, maybe somewhere after the match, when I got to see Lana again, that I took my wank break because I couldn't help it anymore. I'm like, I got to stay awake. I'm exhausted. So I went on to my favorite porn site, probably YouPorn. I can't remember. No, it was RedTube. It was RedTube, and just pounded it out. And the most important thing and the most impressive thing about it, I did it between commercial breaks. Yeah, I got it down to a science. I'm the man. I just made myself sad. Rusev beating the hell out of Ziggler. We knew that was going to happen again. Putting him in the Steiner recliner as Ziggler cries for mercy. And Lana comes out and just stares at him in the face. Doesn't do anything. Meh. 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 Cena comes out and gives 7 minutes of fucking boredom. It was 7 minutes. It was like 6 or 7 minute promo, and it was so boring. It was the same thing all over. It's just some of you hate me, some of you like me. Who gives a fuck, Cena? Just put the title on the line and because that's the one interesting thing that you've done in years. So let's focus on that. And of course, it's Zack Ryder, gets a huge pop from the crowd, goes for the 450 splash. I couldn't believe he had that in his back pocket. Misses, loses the match. Winner, Cena dinner. Boom. Tamina versus Paige in a really, really hard match to watch. Tamina has no idea. She has no ring awareness. She has no business being in the ring right now because she's absolutely looking like a lost lady. That's for sure. In one of the stupidest moments of the night, we got a 10-on-3 tag team match. And remember, kids, if it's a stupid idea, then it could have only came from one place. That's gotta be Kane! That's gotta be Kane! That's right. It was Kane. Kane with a stupid idea. 10-on-3, which quickly broke down. Why? Why put us through this? Why make us suffer through this stupid thing? You know what? Cancel the 12-man, 6-team elimination chamber match, because if you're going to give us this crap, I don't even want to see it. I have spoken! That's right. I have spoken. Even the New Day couldn't save it tonight for me. They just couldn't bring me back in. Then we got news that Miz TV will come back in Elimination Chamber with Daniel Bryan being there. They're going to get their bang for their buck with Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan is going to have as many roles as humanly possible. If he can't work in the ring, maybe he'll get better on the mic. Wee-hoo. The Authority comes out and celebrating about how Seth Rollins will have no opponent. Roman Reigns comes and buys his boy Dean Ambrose a little bit of time. Dean does, in fact... God, I can't even talk about it because it just so fucking bores me. That's how bored I am. I can't even talk about it. Dean Ambrose gets a freaking bread truck and that's painted up like a paddy wagon, drives it into the arena, and then he beats up everybody and he signs his name on the contract. He's actually doing it. He's got a championship match that he's gonna fucking lose. After Raw went off the air, Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns eventually made their exit before Randy Orton made his way out for a dark match main event. Orton reportedly received one of the biggest pops of the night. This is all courtesy of WrestlingInc.com. Orton faced Bray Wyatt and defeated him with an RKO after countering Sister Abigail. Orton greeted fans at ringside and took selfies with some to end the show and send the crowd home happy. With the Nassau Coliseum closing soon, Orton versus Wyatt is the final wrestling match to take place in that venue. Kind of interesting. Yeah, Bray Wyatt was not on Raw. Why further his story with Reigns? Why do that? Because maybe they're not sold on that. Maybe that was just me wishing for it because Reigns punched Wyatt in the face. Probably ain't even going to happen. So it is what it is. I give Raw a 3.5, actually down from the 4 that I gave it on Cronin Show. I was disappointed. There just was nothing here that I can get on board with. And, it's just kind of upsetting. And maybe it was extra bad because of all the Chicago sports tragedy that has happened today. All the news, Bears, Blackhawks, and Cubs all receiving losses or terrible news. God, another yawn. I don't know. There could be so many reasons for it. It could be because I'm all looped out here and I need to get some sleep. That's a possibility too. I will be sleeping very soon. But it's kind of cool getting this thing up this early. So I hope you guys appreciate that. That this will be up early for everyone to enjoy. Whee! But I think that's about all I have. I've stretched this out pretty good. Thank you, everybody, for supporting and watching. I hope you guys checked out Joe Cronin's show tonight. I was on it, so was Jesse J. A whole bunch of people called in, making hilarious conversation, nice donations. Everything was a really good show tonight, and we had a lot of fun. Talked for a long period of time. So Joe Cronin's show on YouTube, make sure you check that out. I believe he's live, or you can check out when he was live on Twitch TV. And Joe Cronin Show on Twitch. Spectrum Gaming 617, actually, I think on Twitch is his Twitch handle. Also, I've been doing In the Crease with Tommy C by myself over on Shot from the Point. Today I should be there with the great Matt Kazar. He'll be in my crease today as we talk about the Blackhawks' disappointing overtime loss to Anaheim. So make sure you join us for that. That'll be a lot of fun. Jeff Huffman, Grand Slam 87. Make sure you're checking out all the video game videos he's doing over there. And last but not least, Rockin' with Dawkin, my boy Patrick Glynn. Make sure you check out his YouTube, Patrick Glynn on YouTube, for Rockin' with Dawkin. We're the Dream Warriors. Ain't gonna dream no more. That was the friggin' theme to Nightmare on Elm Street 3. It was badass. Good movie, too, by the way. Dream Warriors kicked ass. Into the fire. I'm falling. Yeah. Okay, when I'm singing and I'm going that falsetto high, it's time to go. It's time to get up out this piece. So, thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Hope you found something moderately entertaining. We'll see you next time right here on Dead on Dave Productions. Like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you later. And remember, kids, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. Peace.